Hi, it's Dr. Fox, licensed psychologist in the state of Texas. And in this video, we're going to ask, are you and your BPD an imposter? Now, you know when you feel false, like a fake, and everyone knows it. Like you're just incompetent, don't deserve to be at your job, in your relationship, or with those other successful people. This is a common feeling called the imposter syndrome, and everyone gets it. It's a little different for those with BPD, and it tends to be even more intense. BPD uses these moments to eat away at your sense of self, your power to resist, and at the authenticity of your true ability to impact your life and the situations you're in. In this video, we're going to discuss the imposter syndrome, BPD, and what you can do about it. So like, share, and subscribe, and add that thumbs up, right? That's the like. Add the like if you like it. That'd be cool. But let's get into it. The imposter syndrome causes you to feel that your identity that you've created for yourself and present to others is false and unattainable. And everyone knows it. Everyone feels it, from billionaires to you and me. The feeling and intensity can be quite intense for those with BPD. The imposter syndrome can be seen as a type of perfectionism and this unrelenting standard or schema. Perfectionists tend to create an unattainable facade of excellence to gain acceptance, only to end up feeling that their identity is unwarranted and fake, all the while continuing to experience intrapersonal disintegration, which is inside yourself, and interpersonal difficulties. That's in relationships, right? In your interpersonal circle, right? In your social circle. Now, this is a common theme that I see and work with in my clients that are along that BPD spectrum. We know that individuals with BPD have identity problems related to a fuzzy self-concept and feelings of imposterism that are related to facets of perfectionistic self-presentation. Not making any mistake ever, right? You ever held that idea that you can't make any mistake, and any mistake that you make tends to be an illustration of your characterological defect. Well, that's a fallacy. And often this sense of imposter syndrome and perfectionistic ideal, unrelenting standards, this tends to be in many ways a form of splitting with that self-image, like I must be perfect or I'm fake and false, and everyone knows it. You're either a hero or a zero. But that's not really how the world works, right? We know that the split isn't reality. And I know that there's a lot of safety in that split, and that imposter syndrome adds to that split, right? Either you're a total fake or you're a total authentic, successful person. The world just doesn't work that way. And the feeling of imposter syndrome, along with the perfectionistic expectation and splitting tendency, all combine to create a maladaptive pattern that's designed to obtain a sense of order, identity, and acceptance in the world. This is often particularly important for those with BPD, as they struggle with intense levels of inter and intra-personal pain associated with BPD features and expectations. You hold an internal belief that if I'm perfect enough, people will love me and never leave me. Sadly, the world, feelings, and relationship connections don't work in such a black and white way or in a simplistic way. It's much more complicated than that, and we know that. So if we know it, how do we fight it? How do we change it? How do we fight the imposter syndrome along with perfectionistic expectations and splitting tendency? And it can feel like it's this avalanche that's about to come down on you, right? It's this huge thing. Oh my God, how am I supposed to deal with imposter syndrome, perfectionistic expectation, and splitting tendency? Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, one way is to develop a sense of identity, personal worth, and connection to yourself first. Know yourself. Know your boundaries, your goals, and your beliefs. It's easy to say and hard to do, but really, really important to build that sense of self. Now, what I want you to do is get a piece of paper and write these out. My boundaries are what? Fill that in. My goals are what? Fill that in. My beliefs are, fill that in. Don't make these related to others. Make them about yourself. My boundaries are, I will only let people touch me who I want to touch me. My goals are to start my own business by opening an Etsy shop. My beliefs are that I deserve to be treated kindly. And you want to define what kindly means for yourself, by yourself and others. You have to be kind to yourself for other folks to learn and model that behavior and to how to treat you. It's important that you set the standard. Don't let your BPD do that, because then it's going to be that nebulous, hazy, uncertain kind of thing where imposter syndrome creeps in, perfectionistic expectation creeps in, splitting tendency, right? You like that kind of little thing right there, right? Splitting tendency creeps in. We have to work on self-definition so that you have a greater sense of self-control. Identity, self-worth, and connection are among the core struggles for many perfectionistic and individuals with BPD. You're not alone in this struggle, not at all. Know that others deal with imposter syndrome, perfectionistic expectations, and splitting, but with hard work and the tools to get there, you can beat this. You really, really can. I want you to push back. I want you to like, share, and subscribe. That would be awesome. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please leave comments on how you contend with the imposter syndrome, perfectionist expectations, and manage splitting. That would be really great. So please leave comments and like, share, and subscribe. And have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.